reality.
Yeah, it is.
If you want to use Bitcoin, it's up to you. Buying up land is something that all of the intelligent real estate developers, owners, bankers, and companies and corporations are doing.
God, you better get you some acres, man. Shoot, that's one of my goals, is give me some acres of land. That's all I need some acres of land. I can grow my own food, slaughter my own animals, make sure I got fresh meat and everything. Like, that's one of the goals. S.E.T Key Media Ranch, goddamn it.
They know exactly where this is going, because if you have land, you have everything. They are looking at the fact that this thing is going down. They're buying land abroad. They're trying to figure out ways to survive, because they know this bubble is about to burst. The dollar is going to crash. And you think the Great Recession back in the early to mid 1900s, you think that was something. Imagine what's about to happen. Again, people don't want to hear this, bro. They don't want to hear it this way. Project 2025 is only going to bring back certain things that were already in place before that actually benefited them, because it was less money going to the people, more to the corporations, more to the government, more to where they wanted to go, and less to, okay, helping these people, veterans, people who are handicapped, okay, black folks.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's what I'm saying. It is like pretty much holding the money to one place. That is a bit, I guess, Republican policy like. 'Cause liberals, like, bro, come on now. Democrats, they love giving the money away. But, the Republicans like to hold it and make sure, look, well, we'll give you what you need, but we ain't trying to give money out, man. They stingy with the budget. Unless it's for war, of course. They all about it, I ain't gonna lie.
My God, they didn't like, look, they never wanted it in the first place. That's my point. They never wanted this in the first place. They're tired of it. People say racism doesn't exist, you are a goddamn fool. People who say fascism doesn't exist, you are a damn fool. People who are thinking that economic racism, economic control, manipulation doesn't exist, you are a fool. They do not care about the average citizen in America, black, white, or all in between. They don't give a damn.
Oh God.
That's why white folks is so pissed off now, because they experimented on all of you along with us over the last.
Look, bro, as long as you paying them taxes, bro, they don't care about you. The only time the government cares about you is when they're trying to come after you for not giving them their money. Only time.
4.5 years. And you never thought it would happen. Like, then hold on now, that's for the niggers. But hey, now, hey, Johnny, this is it's me, baby. No. It's real. So people are talking about Project 2025 as a way to scare people. And again, shout out to Taraji P. and love our sisters, sincerely. And all of those who are talking about this, because at least their intention is good.
For sure.
To mobilize the people, to get the people aware, etc. However, mobilize us enough to do something for ourselves.
That's right.
Stop mobilizing us to vote for another person who we think is going to save us from Satan's agenda and strategy. The U.S. government is not interested in the safety nor the survival of its own citizens. They are not interested. They do not.
Yeah, if they were, they wouldn't have sent 60 billion to, well, I don't know, Ukraine. They'd probably put 60 billion in the economy, I don't know, for business grants, upstart some companies and all that. Get us going again. I'm just saying, instead of giving these big corporations a bailout, I don't know, kind of give the people a bailout or smaller businesses a bailout.
I believe that they are. Why do you believe that this government is going to give power to over 330 million people?
It doesn't make sense.
To vote in a person who is going to control policies that affect them and you, when they don't even believe you are intelligent enough to operate in everyday life?
That's right.
Why would this government say we're going to give you the power to vote in the person who's going to control our life? You must be a damn fool.
Here's the thing, though. They have every right to think that, because they control the media that they feed to you. So they already know what they're feeding you is to make you stupid. And if you fall for that, then I don't know, man. You kind of, stupid. I have to give it to you. You're stupid. But yeah, that's why they think you're stupid, because they know the media that you watch is what they designed to make you stupid. It's like there's a reason they think you're stupid, and a lot of y'all, you're stupid.
Seriously, they do not think that we are that intelligent. That's why they want to depopulate. That is government policy. It's in the
Kamala Harris. Wasn't she the one that said that, there's black kids in New York who don't know how to use a computer? I know y'all remember that one.
Food, the air, it is in the educational system. It is in the reproductive field. They encourage women to get rid of children, not to institute or activate the over 10 different ways of protecting yourself by, contraceptive. Got condoms, you got all this. Well, I don't feel like doing all that. Oh, word.
Got something even
really?
better.
Same thing with men. We got different ways of, okay, well, no, let's just do everything, be irresponsible, get to the very end where life starts to come into the picture, and then just go ahead and kill the baby. See, again, I know I jumped to a subject there, but that relates to this.
You did jump. Hey, that's where we about to go to next.
I'm just saying that we have to get this through our heads. Stop relying on this damn system. Some of y'all done already cut off the interview by now. I want you to understand this, bro.
Yeah, because it makes you uncomfortable.
I promise you.
Yeah.
I have been to the White House. I have been to the steps of I've presented where Dr. Martin Luther King presented from, on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial in front of over 30,000 people live and in person. I have been to these places. I have talked to a lot of these individuals. They do not care. They don't. And the sooner you get that, the sooner you'll realize, okay, we have to do something for
I hate to harp on that, but this is all I be saying about reparations. I'll be like, bro, they don't care. Do you think that they care that black people separated themselves into FBA and are trying to delete? Do you think white people care? Do you think these corporations really care? Unless they're making money off it, they don't care.
For ourselves.
Y'all trying to take money. Oh, Lord, so you know they really don't care.
That damn food stamps is going to get cut off. Everything else is going to get cut off. What you going to do?
Not the food stamps.
That's when you find out what you're made of, brother. Project 2025, okay, that's the new thing. Great.
It's a little harder.
4 years from now, it's going to be another thing. 4 years after that, it's going to be another thing.
It's a brand new stressor.
Oh, yes, that's another fear tactic that they're going to use for you to vote for somebody else who they plan to put in office in the first place.
Come on.
That's what they do. Kamala, you think she's going to win? All right. Trump, you think you're going to win? All right. Hey, doesn't matter. They already were planned to put in whichever one it is.
Come on.
They already planned to put him in beforehand.
Yes, sir.
And again, the Trump voters going to be like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Trump is free. You are a damn idiot. Trump is for Trump first.
Yes, right.
Because he's a businessman first, then a president. That's what I like about him, too.
He goes to the highest bidder.
He was like, I ain't flying on Air Force One. I got my own jet. I ain't staying in the White House. I got my own mansion. See,
he's like, I ain't holding conferences at these hotels. I got my own hotel. It's like Trump was really on that.
I like that. I like that. Shake it up. I love it.
Yeah.
But I don't trust him.
Yeah.
And I don't trust Kamala either. I can appreciate characteristics and not trust the whole package.
And that's what people don't understand, Rizza, because then they'll try to clip that up. See, he's a Trump supporter. You see what I'm saying?
They did that when I was on No
right
Jumper.
Back, chat.
Because they asked me a question. And they thought I was going to go in the direction they wanted me to go in.
That's right.
I said, I like Trump. I said, I like Trump. I said, because, I said, because at times, when he speaks the truth, he speaks it.
Yeah.
When he doesn't like you, he'll tell you.
Yeah.
At times.
Yeah.
But then he also lies too. See, hey man, but they all do. That's politics. Yeah. That's you have to do. The most honorable Elijah Muhammad said, politic means multiple bloodsuckers.
Come on.
But politics, you must lie once you get to a certain level.
That's right.
Local politicians can't really lie that much because the evidence is obvious.
I could pull up on you too.
And I could pull up on you.
Where you live.
You're supposed to be at your weekly meeting in the chamber with city council where the people can come in and address, issues. Normally it's a Wednesday, sometimes a Thursday, depending on what city you in. So a local politician, city council, school board, mayor, that you can actually get something done. Then once they start getting to state assembly person, governor and all that, the further they get away from people, the closer they get to corporations. That's how this goes. The further up they go, if we do not fund them as they go, then they say like, I'm sorry y'all, but they paying my checks. They cutting them. I'm gotta do for them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We don't put no money behind these politicians, then like, who are we to ask them of anything at this point? Like, oh, a vote? Like, bro, they use your vote so they can go ahead and get like pimped out by the corporation. Like, really, I'm telling you, it's like your vote is damn near a vote. You're voting for a person to get pimped out. Damn near what we're voting for.
But I'm going to make you think I'm doing for you. That's how it goes. It's politics. My major in college was political science.
Come on now.
And I chose not to do that once I found out what the hell it was in politics.
Sick game.
I said, oh, hell no. I'm not doing this.
Yes.
I won't be able to help my people in the way that I think by going through the system.
The great Dr. Claude Anderson, man, he talks about paranomics, right?
Yes.
Paranomics is so important about funding and things like that, getting things mobilized. Do you think even if black people created a super PAC and started funding these politicians, these presidents, these senators, governors, whoever, do you think that could like potentially work for us, or it's already too late for us overall? How do you feel about that?
Creating a super PAC is something that is economically intelligent, as our brother Dr. Claude Anderson outlined for years and years and years. And Minister Farrakhan has also echoed the same exact thing because of what the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught him. So this is something that has been echoed. Brother Malcolm X talked about it. I believe Huey P. Newton talked about it. Many of our leaders, Marcus Garvey talked about it, putting the economics behind the person who we vote for.
Right.
Because money does talk. And I wouldn't say it's too late. I would just say if we want to do it by going through this system, then we will face certain barriers that are put in that place.
Right.
Even though we have the money.
Yeah.
So we got the money, and we've seen this before. We will have the money and offer to buy a building.
L.A. We saw that with South Central.
Come on, my brother. With L.A. over there, I believe
David
it was
Gross.
over off of Martin Luther King and Crenshaw.
Yep.
Known as the Black Mall. Right. Baldwin Hills Mall.
Yep.
Group of black folk had the money. They didn't ask for a discount or nothing. Had the money that was put up there to buy it.
That's right.
They wouldn't let them.
Yeah, I remember this story. And they finessed them. Like, bro, it's kind of messed up what they did. But they pretty much got the money. The black men got the good credit. They wanted to buy the mall so they could make it, stuff it full of black businesses and make it a whole shopping center that would attract everybody of all races. But, they had to stop that up real quick. They hold them up and they gave it to, well, you wouldn't be too surprised, but they gave it to them boys, okay? They gave it to them boys.
For you being in the enslaved position that you're in. So we can't do that. Yeah. So they sold it to a Jewish community.
Told you.
And I found that out because one of the people were bragging to me in a meeting about it, a Jewish man. And I'm saying this specifically for those of you in that community who about them a part of your community, not the racist ones, because some of you are not, but you know which ones I'm talking about. Like we got some people in our community who are some a-holes. You got some too. That's right. And he was bragging to me. So, that mall off of... Bro, he was recently, the mall out of Crenshaw.
Hey, that's a rich flex, huh?
No, bro.
Yeah.
The man walked up to the table.
Wow.
And he introduced me to him. I looked at him. He looked down at me. He shook his friend's hand who I was eating this meal with. And he walked away. And I was so infuriated because I was thinking, wow, the black mall is not owned by black people.
Come on now.
But we had the money to do it. We didn't beg. We didn't ask for a discount. We didn't try to.
That's crazy. They say, yeah. We'll let you put all your black businesses in here, but we'll never let you own the mall. It's like, we'll let you be the top performers, but we'll never let you own the league, the company, or nope. Just can't let it happen.
Get it on the low. We did it
crazy.
The way that you call the right way. We did it according to your rules, but we couldn't get it. So that means your system is never interested in us having it, even if we go about it the way you tell us to go about it. Just be a good old boy, have the credit right, have the money right, have the capital up, and we can let you do that.
No, it's not. The only other thing we could have done was build up enough money to build the damn mall ourselves at that point. That's the best thing we could have done.
I like that all the time. It's not. And I know a lot of millionaires and billionaires who know that. Yeah. So it is about the power and the intent behind it. That's if we would have had in the agenda to give that over to somebody else or let someone else have the dominant control, 51% ownership and influence, then it'll be cool. But because it's not that, they're like, hell no, we know what you Negroes going to do with it. Yeah. So to answer that question, we can have a PAC, a political action committee, who puts money together, but I would encourage and recommend that we do it for local politicians,
I agree.
And then also for land, buying up the buildings, creating the businesses, organizations, creating everything that supports us for survival. Food.
See, I like Rizza's language. He don't ever talk about something being given to them or being owed anything. He talk about, no, we need to go out there and buy up the land, buy up the businesses. Bro, that's exactly what we need to do. First, we gotta get our birth numbers up, though.
Food, clothing, shelter, education, engineering, creating more trade schools so that we can build everything. And then if a politician wants to come in and do something, then they have to go through us.
That's right.
And our committee to have access to the people, to the location, the area, etc. And if they don't handle things according to the policies, well, there are other ways to handle that. So again, I know y'all like, man, brother, well, it's just, damn, I don't know what to tell us at times. Like, what do you want me to say?
I'm with you.
Like, what do you want me to say? Well, brother, we should be able to do this. And I know it's not the way you think.
Yeah.
When I say they don't care, I'm not just saying that.
Yeah.
I have talked to these people. I have looked them in the eyes. We are not dealing with logic, reason, or morality. We're dealing with survival and a struggle for power. At that point, people are not logical.
It's life or death.
It's life or death.
Yeah.
You know what it is when somebody trying to run up on you or you get into a fight or whatever. It's life or death at that moment, right? Yeah, we think that war doesn't exist and we don't realize that we're in one. You think that because you got a white girlfriend, baby mama, you got a white boyfriend, baby father, or guess what? Oh, you're married to a white man. Racism is over. Everybody clap your hands. Wash it up. Hey, it's all good. You are out of your stupid damn mind. Seriously. Brother, you married to a white man, hey, that's fine. Don't compare your relationship to black women. Just say you happy with your woman that you with. Don't ever do that. Same thing, vice versa. But I will tell you this, all she got to do is yell rape and your whole life is over.
You could, yeah.
Same thing, vice versa.
Yeah.
Let's make it very clear. Again, you can say whatever you want. This is a reality that we're dealing with.
That's right.
So I'm very critical about this. If we're going to have our own money together to do things, we have to be mindful and intelligent about exactly what we do. If politics is the first area we go into, I don't have too much belief in it unless it's on a local level or even the level of statewide as the highest. But even then, you got to be very watchful because once you get to presidential, it ain't your ball game no more. It's not. Unless we push homosexuality, unless we push depopulation, unless we push GMO foods, unless we push things on their agenda list, it's not going to benefit us. They're not going to have no RBG flag.
Yeah, on God, trust me. Like, think about it. What black issues push the most. I feel like it's like the black trans issue. That's not even really an issue, but they're gonna make it an issue.
Flag on the White House, like they had the LGBT flag on the White House.
Facts, though.
Get this to your damn head.
That's facts.
And why would you want them to if you know what that house represents? See, we got to battle with ourselves now.
It's a conflict of interest.
It's a conflict of interest. But damn, you want to be approved by Satan so bad? You still want Massa to approve of you? We don't need them. Seriously, local policies can be affected by what we do locally.
Like, why do y'all need a white man's validation to get what y'all need? Like, that's what I'm saying. If y'all need some money, why y'all need the white man to give it to you? Go out there and get it. If anything, you should use what the white man gave you against them. It's the opportunity to go get it.
And handling the politicians and put them in. Then if somebody above tries to do that, then we come together and address that. But it has to be done strategically in that way. Again, I know people, you may not like this again, but just damn. Well, I've had a lot of calls. And I'll tell you this right now. Every politician, presidential, when they're doing their campaign run, they call to meet up with representatives of different communities. So they call to get a group of LGBT to meet with, Jews, Indians, Chinese, Black, Arab. Okay, this is what they do. I've been called to be a part of a group of Black delegates and representatives for Kamala and Trump's camp.
Wow.
Have both called. I find this interesting.
Makes sense, though. You get a lot
Why
of views.
call me? They know what time it is. See, 4 years from now, you're not going to have pretty much any belief in the presidential circumstance at all from nobody.
It's the last one.
This is the last one.
Yeah, I agree.
So they're desperate now. They're like, look, let's talk to the ones who we know don't like us. The ones who we know can't be bought. The ones who we know for a fact are not even interested in this political stratosphere of things. Let's even try to get them to come in for optics to make things look a certain way.
See, I'm cool with reason.
Oh, I'm cool with reason. You're not going to see a picture of me next to Trump like this.
I'm weak.
No. If I ever am in a picture with Trump, it's probably going to be like this. At least. Kamala.
Roll your eyes. Yeah.
No, I'm serious. And I mean that respectfully, y'all, because again,
you keeping it a buck.
I don't trust any of them.
No.
I don't trust them because the system that they are a part of and that we've been witnessing is not trustworthy. So it's not Kamala the person or even Trump the person. It's the system. That's all. So I've been reached out to by both. And even Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s camp, because we're allies in the health freedom movement. So I've been reached out in some regards from his camp as well. But I don't see a future in this system.
I don't either.
I genuinely don't. Again, I know some of y'all like, well, damn, I guess that's it. No. That's it for that.
Yeah.
Now, how about let's get to this?
Yeah.
Let's get to work and let's make it happen. So just look at the brightest.
How we gonna save? Yeah. How the black community gonna save themselves before the collapse? How you gonna save yourself before the collapse? It's all about doing what you can in the moment, getting it while you can. That's the best thing about it. Because like I said, if just because the collapse of the dollar happened, don't mean collapse of businesses happens. Trust me. YouTube, all the social medias, bro, trust me. If this thing's collapse here, they're going overseas. So we may not be earning that USD no more, and our USD might turn into the British pound. Well, depending on what country you in.
Side, which is if we get together and build more, because a lot of us are building, just keep building more and you'll see more success. Let's just have more focus and belief and faith in ourselves.
Yeah. Separation. To your point, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad been telling us about this. Minister Farrakhan as well. You have so many great brothers and sisters. And I think about something nonstop, Stockholm Syndrome. Drapetomania as well, I think, when it comes to slavery, of how people, please look that up, about that was a whole clinical term of
why do you want to leave this great plantation? Like, come on, man. Come on, slave. You get to pick cotton. Bro, you get to live for free. You know, you got to do all this back-making work, but come on, bro. You like it here. You like it here. Okay, yeah, I whip you every now and then, but it's not that bad. Why would you want to run away? And that was Trapomania. It was pretty much seen as a delusion of a slave to actually want to run away from his master. Yeah, I know.
Why do these Negroes want to run away? This is a mental problem. I learned about that, man, in college, and it blew my mind.
You going somewhere with that?
This is a real thing, right?
Yes.
Why is it so uncomfortable to talk about separation? Sometimes black people who are affluent, especially here in Atlanta, start clutching their purses or tighten up a little bit when you start talking about separation, because it's like, I live in a white neighborhood. I work with white people. How can I separate from them? Why is it so hard for us to even fathom separation? Because I see Chinatown. I see the law of food.
I don't mean we gotta like not kick it with white people no more. It just means that, we need to separate, own hospitals, own businesses, own record labels, own everything. Just like the white people got their own everything, we need our own everything that we can go to and that we feel safe in. And then we can go visit the white homies every now and then. Like, it's all good. It's not like we hate them. It's just that we understand we need our own. We need our own thing. We need our own structure. Our own, like I said, hospitals, schools, everything.
I see Japanese people to themselves, Jewish people to themselves. Of course, still exchanging commerce and things like that. But they go to their own communities. But for us, it's hard to fathom separation. Why is it like that for us, Rizza?
We've been heavily indoctrinated, infected with fear. We still have this traumatic circumstance, believing that anything that we build is going to be blown up and destroyed, like it was in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We don't believe that we can come together and do something in a united fashion, and it will survive and be consistent. We don't believe that even happens, even though it does. There are plenty of black groups, organizations, towns, pockets of areas, businesses where it has been flourishing for decades. You have chunks of us in pockets, for real.
Facts.
Things are going very well. We have schools, we have grocery stores, we have whole farms. Like, this stuff exists.
Oh yeah, it do exist out here. Like places like, I don't know, Georgia got them, and low-key just the South. You go along the South, you gonna find some country ass place that's all black people. I promise you. I've seen it when I drove through Alabama. Country bunking place. I'm expecting to see nothing but white people. I see nothing but black people. And I'm talking about this shit looks about as country you can get. All black people, no white people. Like, shit, it blew my mind, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I think,
remember, I'm in Ohio. It gets country, you just see white people everywhere. But out in Alabama, it can get country, you'll still see nothing but black people. Actually, it's a beautiful thing once I think about it. I like it.
We'll start promoting more of what we actually do have and put that image out there and inject that out there. The Black Wall Street Mall out here in Atlanta. Put up the fact that there are over 100 black-owned businesses in that building. Hold up.
In one building.
In one building. Shout out to y'all. Put up the fact that, yes, the Baldwin Hills Mall, although the mall is not black-owned, but there are over 50 black-owned businesses in one building. Put out the fact of Leimert Park in L.A.
Historic.
Put out the fact of Harlem, Black Harlem, and the different blocks of businesses that are booming and doing well in Brooklyn, New York, and the Bronx, and all these areas. Put out the fact that there are so many.
Hey, I'll say it for you.
Bro.
You ain't got to worry about it.
I'm like, wait a minute. So you know my face. You smiled, and you know my face in a good way. Oh, man, Brother Rizza.
Oh, he was talking about, okay. Yeah, he was talking about one of them, the black Jews or the, I'm an Israelite, right? And I'm gonna be real with you, it's kind of weird how we're creating all these factions and this division in the black community all of a sudden. Hebrew Israelites, FBA, non-FBA. It's like I said, it's like this does seem more of like a psyop than anything. Like, think about it, everybody's trying to delineate. So you're not special for trying to delineate. Honestly, I think bro, if I found out that, Caribbean niggas feel like we need to delineate, I'd call us idiots. Bro, I'm just like I'm calling the FBA and, the Israelite guys. I'm calling them both idiots. Why? Because, bro, it's all about unity at the end of the day. And I'm telling you, like, bro, what's the tactic of the white people? What's been their main tactic? Divide and conquer. And yet we sit here hundreds years later, bro, 100 years later from slavery, 200 years later from slavery, and you're telling me we're still falling for the same shit? They did this on the plantation, they doing it now, and we still falling for it. Like, this is where my disappointment become, like, Loki sets in for my people. Like, this is what I be pissed off about.
All the time. We got Wilmington, all these other towns.
Wilmington Avenue.
Auburn Avenue, man, alone. I mean, you talk about Alonzo Herndon, one of the first black millionaires, man. Atlanta Life Insurance, it was huge, right? So basically, his net worth, if it was like calculated right now in 2024, it would almost be like $500 million. We're talking about in the late 1800s, early 1900s. Martin Luther King comes from the same street, Auburn Avenue. Maynard Jackson, first black mayor. So we're currently in the process of finishing up on our first dock on Auburn Avenue. And man, throughout this process, though, I see homelessness all throughout the streets of Auburn Avenue.
Yes.
Businesses closing down. And crazy enough,
because sometimes they don't come along willingly. Hey, sometimes you got to knock the elder out. Let's be clear. Los Angeles, they did experiments with the tetanus shot. Black boys have been experimented on for years dealing with the MMR shot, measles, mumps, rubella. The CDC knew this. They did a study dealing with this that they retracted. Now, this is a study that was conducted that was, I would say, reviewed by Dr. Frank DeStefano, Dr. Colleen Boyle, Dr. Marsha Lynn Jurgen Alsop, Dr.
And we'll save the rest for part 2, man. Let me know what y'all think about that, man. If y'all want a part 2 or not. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. I'm about to turn it in for the night. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. This is Set from Set and Keep Meeting Man. I'm out for the night. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Peace.